An influential expert within the XRP ecosystem is openly mocking one of the most common criticisms against it: the idea that big banks and institutions will simply build their own blockchains to replace the XRP Ledger. He calls this argument one of the worst takes he's ever heard. This strong pushback comes from VET, a designated unique node list (DUNL) validator on the XRP Ledger. He took to social media to address the growing speculation that major financial players like JPMorgan and Goldman Sachs, by developing their own private blockchains, will make XRPL obsolete. But where does this replacement theory even come from? It gained traction as giants like JPMorgan built in-house blockchains for specific assets, and as Swift, once thought to be a potential target for disruption, partnered with ConsenSys and is preparing its own blockchain solution. Therefore, VET argues this line of thinking completely misses the point and overlooks the core advantages of a public, permissionless ledger like XRPL. He points out that institutions typically build their private networks on top of established blockchain infrastructures, like Swift using the Ethereum-based Layer-2, Linea, rather than creating an entirely new global ledger from scratch. The key insight is about shared utility versus private control. The XRP Ledger's strength is its public, neutral foundation that allows institutions, developers, and users worldwide to interact on a single, efficient system for settlement. A private bank chain doesn't offer that universal interoperability. The community reaction was mixed, but largely supportive of VET. One user offered a great analogy, comparing the idea to saying every company should build its own version of Instagram. Another noted it's like expecting everyone in the 1980s to create their own internet instead of using the one that already works. However, a critical voice offered a necessary counterpoint. Just because institutions won't replace XRPL doesn't automatically mean they will adopt it. They might choose another chain or their own system, as some already have. The final takeaway is that the replacement narrative may be an oversimplification. The real battle isn't about one chain destroying another, but about which infrastructure offers the best blend of efficiency, neutrality, and network effect for the future of global value transfer.